Hello everyone, I am CS Anjana Mishra, working as the lead financial consultant at BISP Solutions, having 6 to 7 years of hands-on experience in most of the financial and accounting domains, with financial planning, analytical problem solving as my forte. BISP Solutions is a tech company providing technological solutions worldwide. So we, as your tech partners, have a far-flung proficiency in end-to-end implementation and support in Oracle EPM solution stack. It includes S-based planning, budgeting, financial consolidation, and accounts reconciliations. We have served more than 35 countries across the globe with more than 500 projects delivered to happy customers. Today, our session will be on short-term investments, tracking, and reconciliation using the Oracle Account Reconciliation Service. And Oracle Account Reconciliation Cloud Service provides us with automated systems of tracking on your investments and to also reconcile your balances and to figure out the discrepancies in your balances and also to add those reconciliations the most systematic manner as possible so that it provides you with a report through which you could actually make decisions very quickly on your investment related items. So let's start with the topic. Short-term investments are basically those investments that are held by a company or that are actually held by an entity for a period of less than 12 months. And they provide you, basically they correlate with the risk-free rate of return that is provided in the market, and it actually provides you a return more than the bank account returns, but of course less than long-term investments and investment in other securities. So certificate deposits, treasury bills, mutual funds, all these are an example of short-term investments. Money markets, of course, are a usual way that are used by an entity to invest into short-term securities. They are also known as marketable securities. So when it comes to reconciliation, there is not actually some reconciliation that needs to be performed. You only need to just track and keep a record of your short-term investments, whether it is providing you with a loss, whether it is providing you with a gain, what is the dividend that you're receiving, and so on. So all these uh, items are basically you need to track on. You keep a track record on so that your books are managed properly and your decisions as per your investment related matters are planned strategically. So what happens in a company is when a short-term investment is actually reconciled or tracked, investment account or short-term investment account under the current asset of the balance sheet is maintained by a company or an entity, which is actually reconciled with the statement of portfolio that is received from your bank or from your broker's entity, a statement of mutual funds, whatever is your short-term investment is in, and you actually reconcile that statement to your short-term investment account created within the company. This is a kind of statement of portfolio that you receive from your bank or from a particular uh, any investor related investor related or uh, brokers entity, whichever channel you choose for investing into the money market. So this is a kind of portfolio that you receive, a consolidated account summary or a statement of portfolio as you receive uh, for the terms of your investment summary. And you reconcile these, like as you can see, it has got unit balance, the NAV date, NAV value, the market value, and all of these are provided to you through which you can actually recognize your loss, unrecognized, unrealized loss, unrealized profit, your dividend, whether it is reinvested if you've chosen that uh, at the time of investment or whatever is your investment terms, and so on. There are so many things. So basically, when you have a short-term investment, these are mainly three, four kind of entries that you do. That is uh, purchase, redemption, unrealized gains or losses, dividend reinvestment. These are the main kinds of entries that you need to pass in your accounts. Of course, there can be others, but usually these are the ones. And you actually reconcile it with these a consolidated account summary or the statement of portfolio that you received from your bank, if or whatever is your channel for investing into the money market. So when I come down to my account reconciliation, that is Oracle account reconciliation cloud service, what happens here is it actually provides and minimize the efforts that are gone into reconciling and studying these. When there are volumes of transactions, when you've got so many short-term investments in a big company, there are lots of amounts involved into short-term investments, and these amounts, of course, then there are 10 to 15 portfolios that need to be managed and all of that, and hence it becomes at times very tedious to perform these jobs, and it can include human error too. And there are various redundant tasks that can be performed. So in order to reduce this redundancy, the human efforts, use your human resources at the optimum, it is better to use an account reconciliation software like Oracle ARCS, which actually helps you to automate the whole process, sync it, and it can be the reconciliation is performed in just a click. So as you can see here, let us just start with the profile that I have created for the purpose of reconciling or tracking my short-term investments. This is the profile that I have created. This is my profile that I have created for the purpose of short-term investment tracking and reconciliation. As I've told, there is no reconciliation as in reconciliation to be performed, as in the adjustments. You can only track and provide for the adjustment in your account from a third-party document, which is the statement of portfolio. And this is the workflow that I have provided, where Frank Taylor is my preparer, reviewer is Amy Martin. And in the rules, I have instead of just going and forwarding my statement of portfolio into mails and checking it on paper through in hard copies, it is better that I have actually logged it in the profile section only. That attachment is definitely important and shall be attached to the reconciliation. Whoever is going to perform the reconciliation shall attach a reconciliation reason, as in why this reconciliation or this balance explanation is provided, and why are there discrepancies from the account of the company and the statement of portfolio. So it is better that you attach the substance to it, be it a PDF file or an image or a Excel sheet, whatever you think fit. So it is actually ARCS is providing me with the easement of not going through various applications to do the reconciliation. In one application, when the reconciliation has been performed by a preparer, I can just open the attachment, see it. If I do not find the reconciliation prepared as per what it should be, and I can just go through the attachment, what is the reasonable explanation that has been provided to such balance explanations, and I can just review it and approve it. So this is something that is provided to people, to the entities when they're using Oracle ARCS. So the format that was used is tracking only. So let us just go through the format too. This is the format that has been used, where I have a source system and subsystem is actually the reconciliation balance, as in what is the actual balance that it should be. If it is same, then it is okay. If not, then why is a difference, what is the reasonable explanation to the difference? All of these, all of this is provided. This is my format that I am using. So now coming back to our period, I need to perform a reconciliation for the period of April 2019. So I am just going to map my balance. Now in order to map my balance, this is the file that I am going to use and upload. This is the format where I will be providing for reconciliation account ID, which is the account ID or the profile ID on which I'm going to load the balance. Currency code, it has provided me with 3 currency buckets, that is reporting, functional, and entered. So I'm using the functional currency bucket, and the functional currency in my case is actually USD, and the amount is in my functional currency bucket account is actually 65,000 USD. So I'm just going to upload this into my Oracle ARCS application for April 2019. I'm just going to load the balance. The file that I am using is this file just that we've just seen. I'm uploading the source system balance. The period is April 2019, and the currency bucket that I'm using is functional currency. It is a comma delimited file, and I'm just going to import it. So I have completed my loading the balance out here. Now I'm going to go back to my profile section, and the profile that I had created for a short-term investments. This is the profile that I have created. We've seen this. I'm just going to create a reconciliation for this particular profile for the period of April 2019. For the selected profile, now here is my reconciliation is getting created so that it appears into my reconciliation card. As you can see, one reconciliation profile has been successfully copied, and now I will be able to see the reconciliation of this particular profile under my reconciliations tab. So my period is April 2019, and this is the reconciliation that we were looking at, and we had uploaded a balance of 65,000 USD to the source system. And as I can see that there is an unexplained difference of same amount, that is reconciliation balance hasn't been provided. So that will be provided by the preparer, as in what is the exact reconciliation balance, whether it is same or not, or whatever, what is the exact reason for that. So we'll do one thing. We'll just sign out as an administrator, because till now we've been performing the tasks of the administrator. Now let us just change the role and perform the reconciliation as the preparer. Frank Taylor in our case is the preparer, as we've seen in our profile. And hence I'll just log out as an administrator. I'm going to sign out from here, and I'm going to log in as Frank Taylor. So I have logged in as Frank Taylor, and let us directly go to our reconciliation that we were to perform. This is the reconciliation that Mr. Taylor has to perform. Now, in the reconciliation balance, I'm just going to enter an amount of this amount, which is equivalent to my source system balance. And I'll be attaching the statement of portfolio that we've just seen in our slide that we were just going through. I'm just going to attach that statement of portfolio, assuming that that portfolio is self-explanatory enough to just uh, provide an insight and a reasonable explanation as to why this balance is exactly the same, as there are no discrepancies and nothing in that. So I have attached that statement of portfolio. I provided for the reconciliation balances. Of course, AI, if there are certain changes in the explanation of the statement or something, I can attach an Excel sheet prepared by me where it will provide me as in what are the purchases, what are the redemptions, the dates for the redemptions, the dividend reinvestment, and any unrealized gains or loss if I have suffered in the short-term investment uh, term. And I'm just going to submit it. I've submitted the reconciliation. Now, as you can see, the status has changed and it has changed to open with Amy Martin, that is open with the reviewer. Now, reviewer is going to review the attachment and the reconciliation and shall approve it and close the reconciliation. So this is how we are going to perform a short-term investment reconciliation using the Oracle Account Reconciliation Cloud Service. And in case of any questions or any help or consultation that is required from BISP Solutions, you can of course reach out to us at www.bispsolutions.com, and we'd be happy to help you and provide you all the technical knowledge and know-how that we are able to. Thank you so much. Have a good day.